Okay, Linda, you've convinced me. I'm communicating all the time. But can you help me to improve how I communicate? Absolutely, Marianne. Thanks for the question and the comment, and more than happy to help you communicate better. Now, one of the very first things that you can do is people watch. That's right, watch people. Now, don't become a stalker. I'm not saying that, but watch people initially from a distance and try to think of what's going on with them. See whatever it is they're doing and how it affects you. What do you think is actually happening? Let me tell you a little story. I was waiting to pick up a friend at the airport, and as I'm often wont to do, I was watching the people around me. I was standing outside because sometimes that's an interesting spot to watch people, and several people arrived at the airport. Now, the first people that arrived that I saw, they were a young couple. The man was driving, the woman was in the passenger seat. They got out of the car, they went to the back to the trunk. She took her luggage out and walked into the airport. I thought, were they actually a couple who had had an argument and therefore weren't talking to each other? Or was he perhaps simply a driver that she had used to get to the airport? So there was no reason to say goodbye. She got her luggage and went into the airport, very simply. The next couple that I saw were an elderly couple. The gentleman was again driving. Why does that always happen, folks? The gentleman was driving and the woman was in the passenger seat, and they both had white hair. And they walked slowly to the back of the car, took a piece of luggage out, and held on to each other so tenderly. It was just so beautiful. And then she very slowly walked into the airport. And immediately I thought, what's going on? He stood there at the back of the car and watched her walk in. Was she going somewhere to have an operation? Was she going somewhere that he'd never see her again? My heart was just breaking. It just looked so tender and so dramatic. I just wondered what was going on. Now remember, these are my thoughts of what is going on as I watch people. It could be true. I could be way off base with it, but that's what I thought. And the third instance that happened, again, a man and a woman in a car, again, the man's driving, and the woman's in the passenger seat. Again, they come around to the back of the car, and she takes a suitcase out. But then what happened almost broke my heart. She started to walk towards the airport door, and he was walking towards the driver's door. He was staring at her and went to raise his hand to wave, but she wasn't looking at him. Then as he got into the car, she turned around before she entered the airport door and went to wave to him, but he wasn't looking at her. And I could see in the car, as she turned to walk into the door, he was looking through the window, trying to see if she was going to turn back around again. And then as he started to drive off, she turned around to say goodbye to him. Oh my God, my heart was breaking. I couldn't believe it. These two people, they just didn't seem to be in sync in order to say goodbye to each other. Now, what was going on? I don't know. But in watching those three instances, I had stories about what was going on. I may have been right, I may have been wrong, but what I was seeing and what I was surmising from that communication was creating a story for me. As I said, it may be true, they may all have been completely wrong, but it's what I was seeing and what I was thinking was going on was as true to me as if it really was the truth. So as you people watch, take a look and think, what do you believe is happening in that particular situation? What communication are they sending to you? Again, it may be right, it may be wrong, but take a look at it. People watch from a distance and let me know some of the stories. Go to the airport if you like and see some people leaving, and let me know if you have some fun the way I did. But do let me know what you see. And love to answer your questions or share the stories right here. Have a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.